presentation of UPN 12.
Yard line is Marshall Stewart and Ben Goebel. Now Carmel is set. Here comes the kick. And it is downfield off the toe of Josh Woods. It's taken by Goebel at the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30, upfield, dragged down from behind, over the 35 to the 36-yard line. A nice return to open the game for Mount Vernon.
Well, you're going to see us open up here. We're going to run some different fronts up front with our four big people that we did not show last week. So we may see a couple little different twists and a few different stunts that we haven't shown so far.
Well, the Wildcats will have Seth Rainey in the backfield. He's been limited to only 81 yards so far this year and 18 carries and 1 touchdown. He's not the leading ball carrier. Bill Sanders has been, 146 yards. They lined it up. Everybody pulled tight. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line. And there's a handoff. Ball carry over the right side. Bangs by one. Dragged down over the 40 to the 42-yard line. That is Seth Rainey, the 5'11", 210-pound running back. First carry of the night. The broadcasters for the Wildcats are saying that he expects to get 10 to 20 touches tonight. A gain of 3 that time, 2nd and 7.
Well, you're going to see this double tight formation with a double slot, single back that's right up there really tight. And it'll send people in motion, kind of like what we do, and only we've got single tight end. But this thing's just going to be right wide and left wide most of the night.
The quarterback is a sophomore, Matt Johnson. He sets the ball club down on 2nd down and 7. Ace is doing a little stunning, and here's a handoff. Rainey counters back to the right side. He's grabbed by Conrad and pulled down from behind it around the 45. A pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd and a long 3 or 4 from there.
Well, if he's going to carry it only 10 to 20 times tonight, Scott, somebody else better touch it here.
Now, one thing's if the coaches are going to play games with the media, but I don't expect the media guys to play games with the media. So far, it's been all Rainey.
Well, they don't understand that the coaches don't listen to us at all.
3rd down and a long 3 for the Wildcats. Line of scrimmage is the 45-yard line. Play just underway. The game delayed 15 minutes because of a thunder shower that rolled through. Dumped some brief but heavy rains here in the area. It's all behind us now. Rainey checks out wide to the left side, or is he checking to the sideline? Yes. Looks like he might have an equipment problem. He comes out. Into the game comes Marshall Stewart. Matt Johnson is the quarterback. His first game, the regular QB was injured after a 4-for-12 performance yesterday. 3rd down, last week rather. Signal. And a quick pop-up pass incomplete over the middle. And around the 50-yard line, incomplete pass intended for Jesse Holsey, and it'll be 4th down, and Mount Vernon brings the punt team up.
Well, that's one of the fears right there. When we walk those safeties up there, their read tonight's going to be if the tight end really starts to hook down and block down, then they're going to come hard. When they kind of fake that block down, it's going to be a little bit of tough read for that little pop pass. So if they hit one, it'll probably be that pass right there.
It's 4th down. Is someone going to drop back and do any kind of, there we go. Finally, somebody's going to drop back and do the punting. Deep man for the Aces, back of the 25-yard line. It's a good snap, and the kick, pretty good kick. Howard gets under it at the 27, bobbles the ball. It's loose. Mount Vernon has it. At the 32-yard line, Jake Howard coughed up the football. It was a treacherous attempt anyway on the run. Coughed forward 5 yards, and Mount Vernon has the big first turnover of the day. They have the ball at the Aces 32.
Just never had control, and once he got the bottle the first time, and felt a lot of pressure there. So defense, we're going to step it up again here.
So Mount Vernon has the ball, 1st and 10 from the Mount Carmel 32. 3 teams in the North Egypt Conference won their season openers last week. 3 lost. Another week of non-conference action in the NEC. We'll review it here. Matt Johnson sets the Wildcats down. 2 wings, 1 setback, and 1 man in motion. There's the pitch, and here he comes to the left side, Kyle Baker. Now he turns it up over the 30. Inside that mark to the 28-yard line, a horde of Aces helped to bring him down, and I noticed Danny Boswell.
Well, again, there's that
Steve Isle gets the credit for it.
There's that cutback, and Jake Howard stuck his helmet in there again, trying to make up for that, which is when the flow comes back, and you hear the coaches talk about that cutback move, all they're trying to just get a feel out there where the movement's going to be, and then they try to find daylight.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Mount Vernon with the ball at the Aces 28-yard line. First quarter, no score. First drive by the Cats, actually their 2nd drive after the fumbled punt return. Here's the pitch, and to the right side, here sweeps Rainey. He's dropped, ball's loose. Have it. Yes. That's the story on Rainey. He has a tendency to cough it up, and the Aces get it right back. And was that Howard that got it right back?
Yep, Howard fell on it out there. I think the hit from middle linebacker or the safety, one of the two. Everything is such a mess up in there you really can't see.
Yep, Rainey was hit, and how about that for a little justice for Jake Howard? He pops on that football to get the fumble recovery, and the Aces have it right back, 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line.
Now you're going to see us probably go no huddle here on this first series here.
Something that Mount Vernon has not seen. They did get a look at last week's video against Harrisburg, and we did not do the no huddle. Obviously, Mount Carmel knows how to do it very well. Luke Drone sets the ball club down. Mark Crumley is set back and also a wing to the right side, and Drone follows the block of Crumley and almost gets a first down on the first carry. Rolling over the 40 to the 42.
There's your midline option we talked about. We right that dive down there, and we just kick out that tackle, and boom, here we go. And that play could be big for us tonight.
No huddle, gain of 9, 2nd and 1. Crumley is set back. There is Jake Summers back there. The Aces also have Storkman. There's a handoff to Crumley over the left side. First down near the 45. Let's see. Forward progress, though. They're trying to jersey tackle him. I think they'll give him enough. He should have enough for the first down. And close to the marker. They're going to eyeball it. And they're going to measure. I don't know about that spot.
We still got it here. That's gone by at least 6 inches.
And you're confident with that stuff.
Now this is Mark DiMarzio from Robinson, our crew tonight, official crew, and we really watch those officials pretty close.
Well, you do, and he's got the first down. You called it. Well, you're a guy. In fact, you've been asked to pick the good officials, huh?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll bring the letter next week. I got a letter from the ISSAA saying that they want me to recommend crews in football for the state tournament. So I'm going to have to fill that out, aren't I?
Well, I'm glad I haven't held you down any.
I'm going to bring that letter. You don't believe me. I'm going to bring that letter.
Aces 1st and 10 after the measurement, 44-yard line, handoff. It's tough sledding for Storkman. He stood up, propelled. They're going to give him progress for about a yard to the 44. Call it 1, 2nd down and 9.
Well, this 4-4 defense that they run, they'll do a lot of slanting. So you'll see the front four really slant one way hard, backers in scrape and go play, and it's a little different than what we've seen before.
Again, the no huddle, 2nd down. Wayne Hamill, the tight end, sets it down on the right side for Drone. Storkman, the wing to the right side. Crumley and Summers, the setbacks, and Drone follows the lead. Turns it up again. There's that option by Drone. He gets inside across the 50, down to the 47-yard line and near the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and 1 from there for the Aces, and they hustle right back to the line.
Well, again, that midline option, 9 yards and then 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup, now 3rd down. Drone looks over the sidelines for his call. And now gets over center. Line of scrimmage, the Mount Vernon 48-yard line. Aces on their first possession of the night. Drone over center, hands off. Countering back this way is Jacob Summers and has the first down inside the 45 down to the 43. Nice run on the counter back to the right side with a halfback, gain of 5, 1st and 10. Our bleachers are being used for the first time. We have new bleachers over here on the press box side of the stadium. 2 sets. One has been complete. They're going to work on the other one. Concrete pad and all, and they're just about full of Mount Vernon fans.
And then, boy, we thank all those people that came out and helped put those things together. A lot of blisters and bloody knuckles in that one, I think, but boy, just a nice touch. And so that's really going to be a nice situation. Now the city's going to bring theirs in down here on the other side eventually.
Aces work from left to right here on this first drive. 1st and 10. They line it up from the Mount Vernon 43-yard line. Drone with a strong side of the right side, has a wing and the backs off slant to the left. A big hole for Mark Crumley. He's bounced down inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Explosive speed for Crumley and a first down run of 14 yards.
3rd first down for Mount Carmel. Boy, this is a very business-like first opening drive. Don't you think, Scott?
So far, methodical in nature. Now we have a wide receiver to the left side. That's Michael Brewer. Tight end to the right. Wing to the right, that's Storkman. Crumley the setback with a wing back to the left side, that's Summers. Drone calls. And there's a tuck. Keeps it himself on the option. Dives to around the 26. He was leg tackled from behind by the Wildcats' Aaron Middleton. A gain nonetheless of, call it, 3, 2nd down.
Well, you know, we're going to have a big game out of Mark Crumley. I was just informed up here by one of our spotters that today's his birthday. So,
really?
Yeah, you know that he's going to have a big game today.
Second down and 7. Now Storkman to the right side. Brewer the wide out to the left. One setback and a wing. Slanted to the left side. We got somebody, looks like they crossed the line, Mount Vernon did. 5-yard infraction, looks to go against the defense.
Boy, you talk about business-like. We're pretty sharp in this opening drive.
The Aces started out rather sluggish last week against Harrisburg. Finished very strongly as the game went on. And won the game in double overtime, 15-12, and a 22-yard walk-off kick by Steve Wolf to win the game. 5-yard walk-off makes it 2nd and 2. Drone sets the club down. Crumley and Summers in the backfield. Storkman the wing to the right side. Wide receiver to the right side. Drone options. Keeps himself. This time Mount Vernon handles it a little better. Give Drone progress to around the 20, and it's near that marker. Looks to be still shy. Call it 3rd down. Right on the 20. Well, what a night this has turned into weather-wise. Once this rain finally got out of here.
It's beautiful out.
A perfect night for football. Maybe a little bit wet on the field, but the kids love it that way. 3rd and a short one now. Drone over center will call the play. Crumley is his lone setback, a wing left, a wing right. And here's the handoff. Crumley, huge hole, left side, still on his feet, inside the 10, down to the 5, near the goal line. Crumley, 1st and goal for the Aces, called the 5-yard line.
Gain of 15.
Boy, Crumley's 2 carries, he has been almost untouched. What a hole on the left side.
Well, you're going to get that against that stunning defense, that 4-4. When they stack it up in there, you're going to get some breaks there. You just got to be patient.
Now Josh Woods joins the backfield. Crumley in the middle of the threesome in the backfield, and Crumley gets the call right side, powers his way near the goal line, and he did not get in. He's down to around the 1 or the 2 on his power to the right side. You looked at me strange last week when I said Josh Woods is in the backfield.
I sure did.
Yeah, he's there again. He was only there for one play, I think, last week.
And that's just a straight T alignment, too. We're banging him up in there and bringing Crumley from that fullback position.
Good old Harrisburg T, huh? On the left side of that threesome is Summers, and here's Drone calling the signal, 2nd and goal. Hands off Crumley, left side,
drive.
and he got it. Touchdown! It was just enough for Crumley, a 2-yard touchdown, and the Aces are on the board at the 5:13 mark of the first period. 6-0 MCHS. The drive that started on the 34, 66 yards later, results in a TD by Crumley. A 2-yard run. Now they'll try to tack on the point after. And Howard will hold for Drone, who's kicking tonight. And here comes the snap. The ball down. And the kick up. It is good. Right through the middle for Luke Drone. Didn't look like a smooth snap, but it worked anyway. The Aces lead 7-0. 5:13 to go in quarter number 1. Back to the stadium right after this.
Robert Walter Furniture Company in Mount Carmel is slashing prices to rock bottom during their store-wide clearance sale. Now's the time to find the best deals on the best furniture. Robert Walter Furniture Company is closing out all dining room and living room suites, and that means big savings for you. Plus, Robert Walter Furniture has special prices on all bedding during this big sale. If you're looking for quality name brand furniture and bedding at discount prices, look no further than Robert Walter Furniture Company, 528 Market Street, Mount Carmel, serving the Wabash County area since 1868.
In Mount Carmel, see your good neighbor, State Farm agent Dan Schonert, for all your insurance needs.
Back here at the stadium, Mount Carmel, your leader, 7-0. Josh Woods will be kicking off. And here's the boot. It's a high boot. And it is taken by an up back and around the 15 to the 20. Now he reverses field, tries to come to the left side. He's got a little running room to the 35, 40, 45, 50. A couple men left. He's brought down by Grant inside the 45 to the 42-yard line. An excellent tackle, but an excellent run by Bill Sanders. And Mount Vernon has a great start.
Well, when you talk about assignment football, we did not stay in our lanes that time. We kind of over-pursued. And, again, we alluded to the fact that you swarmed to the football versus, you know, staying in your lanes and keeping your assignments. That was a picture-perfect tackle by Brian Grant that time. Head in front, knees bent, head up. That was pretty good.
Sanders with a return of 44 yards, but he must have run 55 yards to get that far. So now Mount Vernon with a good start.
They've had a great start the whole time.
1st and 10 from the East's 41-yard line. They set it up with one setback, two wings, everybody toe-to-toe on the front line, and there is the quarterback handoff. Trying to sweep to the left side, not much there for Kyle Baker. He got back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a half yard after that. It'll be 2nd down from there. Baker looks to be hurt, though he makes it out easily under his own power. He's replaced by big Marshall Stewart. Leading ball carrier for Mount Vernon is Sanders, 146 yards. Then comes Stewart with 81, and Jake Hargrove has 73 tonight so far. Seth Rainey has 81 as well. Now it's 2nd down and 10. Rainey did not play on opening night. Played a little bit last week. A few more rushes, just 11. There's a hand over the right side. Rainey grabbed early and then dropped. Now, Conrad and a host of others may have finished him off, but
Butler.
I was going to say it was Jake Butler that made the difference. He slowed Rainey down. He gets only one, 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9, line of scrimmage right at the 40-yard line, so he handled Big Seth a little better that time. 7-0 Mount Carmel. We're inside 4 minutes to go here in the first period of play. Game began 15 minutes late because of a thunder shower that rolled through. Crowds actually settled in very nicely. The stands are about full now. They were virtually empty 45 minutes before the game. 3rd and 9, and here's the sophomore quarterback Johnson. Looked like somebody left early, no flag. Now Johnson wants to throw long, and pass to I don't know who, nobody in particular, down to the 18-yard line. In the pattern down there was Bill Sanders, nowhere close, and it'll be 4th down. That's the problem they're going to have with a sophomore QB. Though things didn't work out much better for their starter last week, Tyler Reardon. He was only 4 for 12 during his first 2 games, 130 yards. He did throw 2 scoring passes, though.
Well, they might have put 35 points up last week against North Posey, but this defense we're playing is probably a little bit different defense.
So now the Wildcats are going to punt the football. They expect to pin the Aces deep. We'll see. And back inside his 10 is Howard. There's a flag. As the kick is delivered, they bring a play to the stop, to the end, and we'll see what the flag is.
And that's probably not that big of a situation. I mean, it moves him back a little bit, but this kid's got a decent leg.
You know, one thing we haven't talked about in high school basketball, you sense there is a difference between officials in Southern Indiana and officials in Southern Illinois in the way they call it. I don't know if there is a difference in football, though.
How much can you be other than a holding call? I mean, it's the only judgmental call you really have is that holding call. You just don't see those bang-bang plays. You know, you maybe a pass interference once in a while.
I don't know if there's a different point of emphasis on certain things in the Hoosier State, but we really don't notice a difference year to year.
Well, I know this. Those Indiana teams kind of look down their nose a little bit at Illinois. I can guarantee you that, having come from Indiana.
Well, what is your problem? 4th down, there's the kick. And it's a driving kick that'll bound inside the 15 down near the 10. Howard lets it roll to a stop right there. So a kick of around 33 yards, and Mount Carmel has a start inside the 15. Let's see where they mark it. Well, I always got that feeling too, and especially at teams from the metro area. But then again, you know what? I don't blame them, because growing up in Peoria, anybody outside of Peoria, if we'd have gone over and played Galesburg, for example, I'm going, what is the deal here, Galesburg? What do they got, right? So everybody thinks like that.
Yep.
There's always a bigger fish, right?
Must be.
We go to Lawrenceville. Lawrenceville goes to Palestine. But by the time you get to Palestine, you're getting into a pretty small tank right there. Now it's 1st and 10 for the Aces. Drone hands off. Ball carrier gets to around a 15-yard line. On the carry for the Aces. Getting up off the stack is Summers. Give him 3 on the play, 2nd down.
So we've gone back away from the no huddle now in the second drive.
And we're down to the 3-minute mark to go in the first period. Aces lead 7-0. The Aces line it up now with Drone calling signals, and everybody else pulled in tight. And ball loose on the deck. Looks like the Aces have it. Oh, Drone ended up on the ball as he had it originally. Line of scrimmage will be the 20 for this 3rd down play after the cough up in the recovery. It's 3rd and 3. Give him 4 on the play. Bethalto a week from tomorrow to face Civic Memorial. 2 o'clock for the kickoff. Some schedules have 5 o'clock. This is a 2 o'clock game. 3 backs to pick out, and almost another problem on the pitch. The drone hangs onto the ball and is driven out of bounds and around the. Was it drone at all, or you get?
It was drone.
Yeah. Okay, at the 23. Almost a collision there as he tucked the ball for Crumley and then really pulled it back.
But he's not going to make it there. He's going to be short.
So it'll be 4th and 1 there. Line of scrimmage is the 22-yard line. So a gain of just 1. What are the Aces going to do here?
We're going to go for it.
From our own 22-yard line.
We're going to try to draw them off sides and call timeout, aren't we?
Pretty daring here, huh?
Nah, we got to.
Here comes Storkman checking out wide to the right side. Well, now he pulls in more towards the wingback. Crowd cheers, and Drone calls the signal. Will he keep it himself? And, boy, that was a busted play. Drone tries to get outside. I don't think he made it. What in the world happened there?
I'm not sure we were supposed to center the ball there. I think that was maybe a mistake with our center there because no one else moved except for the center. I believe that may have been a mistake on our part there. And it's not a penalty because no one else moved, you know, other than the center and the quarterback. So,
well, look at this. He got back to near the marker, so now they're going to measure, but it's very close. Well, that looked like a busted play on 4th down from your own 21.
Major, major mistake there. If we don't get this first down. And we got it.
And we got it. Boy, are we living large.
Woo!
We are living large.
We dodged a bullet there, boys.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Aces. Now, wouldn't it be something if we'd score on the next play here?
Usually is the way it happens, isn't it?
After something like that. Line of scrimmage, the 22.
You think we're going to have our first pass play of the game here, do you?
1:54 to go in the first period of play. Aces lead 7-0. Crumley, the up back of the 3 behind Drone. And there's a handoff. Ball carrier sliding off the right side. And a yard or 2, maybe more, by Crumley.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is just it's math mouth here. We're lining up Hamill on one end, Buss on the other, that offensive line, and double tight formation. Here we come.
A gain of a full 4, call it 5 by the ball carrier. 2nd down now. Line of scrimmage is the 27-yard line.
That's Mark's 6th carry for 37 yards so far and a touchdown.
Well, he's off to a good start last week. Crumley rushed for 69 yards against Harrisburg in 20 carries. It was tougher sledding last week. There's a handoff. Ball carrier dragged down from behind to around the 30. That's Storkman. No, Summers on his carry with Storkman helping to lead the way. Gain of 2, 3rd down, and short 3.
Watch that midline option here now. It's been good to us all night.
Aces are 1-0 in the year. Mount Vernon 2-0. Indiana starts a week earlier. They also allow a scrimmage, preseason scrimmage, and an inter-squad scrimmage. So Indiana, these teams have had 4 or 5 repetition touches for the ball in full pads. Here's Drawn. There's the pitch outside. Big hole for Storkman down the left sidelines. And he's brought down across the 50, down to the Mount Vernon 47-yard line. A gain of 22 yards. Nice run to the left side. Looked like he might get all the way down the sideline.
Well, you just got to be patient in this option game. And, again, you're going to get some breaks. It's just going to be 2 yards, 1 yard, 3 yards, and all of a sudden you're going to pop one. And it's going to be a different play in different situations. And you just have to be patient.
The Aces with the ball now. The Mount Vernon 47-yard line already had 7-0. We're down to 21 seconds to go in the first period of play.
Already.
It's been a quick game. A lot of rushing plays. Aces line it up in a full house behind Drone, and there's a handoff. Give him 3 on the play, 2nd down.
So we've gone back away from the no huddle now in the second drive.
And we're down to the 3-minute mark to go in the first period. Aces lead 7-0. The Aces line it up now with Drone calling the signals, and everybody else pulled in tight. And scramble, ball loose on the deck. Looks like the Aces have it. Oh, Drone ended up on the ball as he had it originally. Line of scrimmage will be the 20 for this third down play. After the cough up in the recovery, it's 3rd and 3. Give him 4 on the play. Next week, we're at Bethalto, a week from tomorrow, to face Civic Memorial. 2 o'clock for the kickoff. Some schedules have 5 o'clock. It is a 2 o'clock game. 3 backs to pick out, and almost another problem on the pitch. The Drone hangs onto the ball and is driven out of bounds and around the, was it Drone at all? Or you get
it was Drone.
Yeah, okay, at the 23. Almost a collision there as he tucked the ball for Crumley and then really pulled it back.
But he's not going to make it there. He's going to be short.
So it'll be 4th and 1 there. Line of scrimmage is the 22-yard line. So a gain of just 1. What are the Aces going to do here?
We're going to go for it.
From our own 22-yard line.
We're going to try to draw them off sides and call timeout, aren't we?
Pretty daring here, huh?
Nah, we got it.
Here comes Storkman checking out wide to the right side. Well, now he pulls in more towards the wingback. Crowd cheers, and Drone calls the signal. Will he keep it himself? And, boy, that was a busted play. Drone tries to get outside. I don't think he made it. What in the world happened there?
I'm not sure we were supposed to center the ball there. I think that was maybe a mistake with our center there because no one else moved except for the center. I believe that may have been a mistake on our part there. And it's not a penalty because no one else moved, you know, other than the center and the quarterback. So,
well, look at this. He got back to near the marker, so now they're going to measure, but it's very close. Well, that looked like a busted play on 4th down from your own 21.
Major, major mistake there. If we don't get this first down. Well, we got it.
And we got it. Boy, are we living large?
Woo!
We are living large.
We dodged the bullet there, boys.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Aces. Now, wouldn't it be something if we'd score on the next play here?
Usually is the way it happens, isn't it?
After something like that. Line of scrimmage, the 22.
You think we're going to have our first pass play of the game here, do you?
1:54 to go in the first period of play. Aces lead 7-0. Crumley, the up back of the 3 behind Drone. And there's a handoff. Ball carrier sliding off the right side. And a yard or 2, maybe more, by Crumley.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is just smash mouth here. We're lining up Hamill on one end, Buss on the other, that offensive line, and double tight formation, and here we come.
A gain of a full 4, call it 5 by the ball carrier. 2nd down now. Line of scrimmage is the 27-yard line.
That's Mark's 6th carry for 37 yards so far and a touchdown.
Well, he's off to a good start last week. Crumley rushed for 69 yards against Harrisburg in 20 carries. It was tougher sledding last week. There's a handoff. Ball carrier dragged down from behind to around the 30. That's Storkman. No, Summers on his carry with Storkman helping to lead the way. Gain of 2, 3rd down, and short 3.
Watch that midline option here now. It's been good to us all night.
Aces are 1-0 in the year. Mount Vernon 2-0. Indiana starts a week earlier. They also allow a scrimmage, preseason scrimmage, and an inter-squad scrimmage. So Indiana, these teams have had 4 or 5 repetition touches for the ball in full pads. Here's Drone. There's the pitch outside. Big hole for Storkman down the left sidelines. And he's brought down across the 50, down to the Mount Vernon 47-yard line. A gain of 22 yards. Nice run to the left side. Looked like he might get all the way down the sideline.
Well, you just got to be patient in this option game. And, again, you're going to get some breaks. It's just going to be 2 yards, 1 yard, 3 yards, and all of a sudden you're going to pop one, and it's going to be a different play in different situations. And you just have to be patient.
The Aces with the ball now, the Mount Vernon 47-yard line. Already had 7-0. We're down to 21 seconds to go in the first period of play.
Already.
It's been a quick game. A lot of rushing plays. Aces line it up in a full house behind Drone, and there's a handoff. Summers bounces off of one tackle in the backfield and managed to get a little progress to the Mount Vernon 46-yard line. Give him a gain of a couple, second down.
They've done a nice job against that belly series, and again, we're just not getting that line push like we normally get inside the tackles.
Mount Vernon received votes in the Indiana Class 3A poll. Mount Carmel ranked 7th in the Illinois Class 4A poll. That's the end of the first period of play. Your score here at Riverview. Mount Carmel, 7. Mount Vernon, Indiana, nothing. Back for the second quarter in 60 seconds.
At Lawrenceville Manor,
no one's coming through.
when you need a smile,
When you need a friend to lean on,
we'll be there.
we'll be there for you.
We promise.
Know that we will stand by, stand by. We will stand by you. Know that we will stand
At
by.
Lawrenceville Manor,
stand
we'll be
by.
there with a smile.
We will stand by you.
We promise.
Show me the money. This is Rodney Bishop of Bishop Motors inviting you to stop by and check out our fine selection of used cars, trucks, and vans.
You'll find quality program vehicles from major manufacturers at Bishop Motors, plus vehicles as low as $24.95. Our quality selection and prices can't be beat.
Show me the money.
Remember to show him the green because Rodney needs the money. Stop by and see Rodney today at Bishop Motors, Highway 15, west of the intersection of 9th and Poplar in Mount Carmel.
Show me the money.
Here at Riverview, Scott Allen along with Rick Johnston, Glendon Young on the controls tonight, and Justin Sims on camera. That's our crew tonight. We're the April 3 we have a TV 12 replay tonight at 10 o'clock. It's part of the fifth quarter activities at Parkview Christian Church. Well, they'll have the big screen. We'll have it on the TV for you. You can sit at home and watch it. You don't have to go there. And also tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. And by the way, there are two fifth quarter clubs tonight. One is at Parkview. The other is at First Church of God on College Drive for the younger set. Now the Aces open the second period with the ball, 2nd and 9 to the Mount Vernon 46-yard line. Brewer, the wide receiver to the left side, one set back, two wings, and Drone takes a step, drops now, fires long, looking for Storkman. He pulls it in, complete pass, first down, inside the Mount Vernon 20, down near the 15-yard line. Beautiful pass.
He just laid that out nice. I mean, waited till the receiver had enough time that time. That's the difference between last week and this week. He had a little bit more time that time and laid it out there, just a nice route, and the receiver kept running that time, which is key in that route.
Down to the 11-yard line, just outside the 10, so it's a pass play of, what, 36 yards?
Whatever you say, that's what I'm going to write down.
We'll say. And a tough pattern, though, for Storkman. I mean, he knew the pattern to run, but he was well covered. He did a good job of pulling the ball in. Now it's 1st and 10 for the Aces. Ball just outside the 10-yard line. Brewer checks out wide to the left side. Drone calls the signals and hands off. Ball carrier bumped and downed and around the 10-yard line. Crumley gets a yard. 2nd down from there. 2nd and 9. Just underway in the second period. Aces lead 7-0. This is the drive that featured that 2nd down, or that 4th down play, where we got a real break. On a busted play, we managed to get a first down anyway on a measurement.
So you don't think that was planned?
I don't think that was scripted. I'll put it that way. Yeah.
Who carried her?
That was Crumley.
All righty.
For a yard, and now the Aces have it 2nd down and 9. Drone keeps himself this time, turns it over the right side, inside the 10, down near the 7. Over the right side before he's brought down. It'll be 3rd down from there. Call it closer to the 8. 3rd and 7.
Well, I'll tell you, instead of this read and react thing, when they've had success, Mount Vernon that is, they're bringing people and really stunning. And normally they don't like to stunt unless it's a passing situation, but they're starting to bring more people now, trying to get some penetration to slow this option down a little bit.
And finally, the signal comes in from the bench. Are we going to have enough time to get this play off? We're going to be pretty close. 3rd down. In Indiana, of course, they have the play clock that you see the scoreboards even on that have it on the Indiana fields now. 3rd and 7. Here's Drone. And he dives after being tripped up in the backfield on the keeper. Didn't make it to about the 5-yard line. Good tackle in the backfield. Drone managed to get forward progress only on the dive.
And again, that's Middleton, that defensive end, really reducing down off that end position down around his feet. So pretty good scheme that time.
And it's 4th down now, and a long 3 for the Aces. Line of scrimmage is the Mount Vernon 5-yard line. But this would be a big score here. The Aces are going to go for it. Brewer checks out wide to the right side. It's Storkman, Crumley, and Summers in the backfield. Everybody else pulled tight, and we've got some confusion now. We're going to switch the strong and the weak side guys around, and Brewer checks around as well. Now Drone sets the ball club down. 4th down. He gets a snap off in time, and hands off. Crumley powers his way to the right side, and let's see. It's going to be close.
It'll be very close.
Right on that marker, which is about the 2-yard line, and it is going to be close. They're going to measure, it looks like.
First down.
Up, they give it to him, and Eyeball, so he made it with about a yard to go. So give him 4, and the Aces line it up. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Boy, this will be a backbreaker drive after being lucky like we were. Back inside our own 20. And then to have it end like this on a plunge from the 1. And a big score it would be. Here comes Brewer checking out wide to the left side. 1 setback, 2 wing backs for Drone. Strong side right. Drone keeps himself over left guard, and everybody signals. Now the official does. Touchdown. The official eyeballed it, knew that Luke crossed the plane, and the Aces lead 13-0 with exactly 9 minutes to go in quarter number 2.
13 plays, 81 yards, or no, 91 yards, I'm sorry. 91 yards. We started on a 9, just a great drive that time.
Perhaps, I think that is the longest drive of the year. 91 yards, and a most bizarre 4th down conversion for the Aces. Now Carmel will try to tack on the point after. Luke Drone 1 for 1 tonight. Jake Howard will hold.
Kick it up right through the smoke.
And here comes, yeah, that's right, it's hanging right over the goalpost. Here's the snap, ball down, the kick is up. Into the mist it sails, and it is good. So the kick makes it 14-0. Aces lead the Wildcats of Mount Vernon, Indiana. We're back to Riverview right after this. 60.
We have a very simple philosophy. Whatever you do it well. We are committed to provide you with the very best in healthcare. Wabash General Hospital. Whatever you do it well.
Hi, I'm Rob Coleman, President of First National Bank. It's time for Aces football, and we're fired up. We're also fired up about your banking business. If you're unhappy where you are now, I would like to personally invite you to come to First National Bank, where you can expect traditional banking service, low fees, and no hassle. And we've been around since 1906. And by the way, go Aces.
Thank you. Nice crowd tonight here at Riverview Stadium. They waited for the rain to end, then filled the seats quickly, and they've enjoyed what they've seen so far. The Aces lead Mount Vernon, Indiana, 14-0 here. Josh Woods back to do the kicking. 2 deep for the Wildcats, back at around their own 10-yard line. There's the kick, a square down the field. And one of the up linemen will go back and fall on it back at the 36-yard line. And that's where the Wildcats take over, 1st and 10 from their own 36. So did Josh miss that one?
That may have been something we picked up on the scouting report, possibly. I don't know. You got a 14-point lead. Maybe you don't want to kick deep to these guys either. There could be some things going on.
I'll ask tomorrow, and you know what? All the players will be there at Burger King tomorrow for the Coach's Breakfast Show. It airs live at 9 o'clock on Star 100.5. Come on by, enjoy some great food, and enjoy hanging around the kids and the coaches.
Is Mike Riley there?
Mike Riley is there.
We put some good grub on the table there, didn't
Yes, he does. Now Mount Vernon sets it up, 1st and 10 from the 37, one man in motion. Johnson hands it off, ball carrier plows forward, just missing the 40, gain of about 2.
And that was Hargrove on that fullback. They faked that pitch that time and handed it to the fullback right up in for 3 yards.
Hargrove, a big fullback.
5'8", 205.
He is a junior in his 2nd year of starting. A lot of people talked him up too last year. Nice blocking back for Seth Rainey. Now the Cats are going to send a receiver out to the right side. That's Kyle Baker. Johnson calls the signals with one set back, two wings. Second down. There's a throw on the fly pattern on the right side. Baker almost hauled it in. He had it, dropped it, then almost pulled it in a second time. Incomplete. Good coverage by Howard at the Aces 40.
I'll tell you what, that was a perfectly thrown pass in the kid's hands. That was a great play, and just dropped the ball. Couldn't quite come up with it.
I mean, a virtual timing pattern on the fly. Baker churned under it.
Well, I didn't think there was any way he was going to get. Did you, Jed? I didn't think there was any way he was going to get that when the ball was released.
Yeah, it didn't look at all.
Oh, he didn't have a mic yet, so he can't say anything.
We're going to get Jed on at halftime here. He's going to talk about this game at halftime.
He really likes this Taj Mahal we built up here, too.
Yeah, pretty nice, huh? Keeps us dry. We would have probably had about 500 people up here if it had kept raining.
Well, these barn doors up here, they remind him out there at the farm. So.
Now third down. Johnson will send Baker back out wide to the right side. 3rd and 7, line of scrimmage, the Cat 40. And here's Johnson after a fake, hands off, ball carrier coming back to the right side. And it's Rainey, not much there. Isle in on the stop, along with a host of others. Rainey stopped for no gain, and it's 4th down.
Well, misdirection that time. They took both backs to the left side, spun around, and Rainey's coming back on a little inside reverse, and we stayed in our assignments that time, and really did a nice job on the weak side.
The Aces are going to drop 2 now in punt formation. It'll be Howard and Grant dropping back inside the 35. Well, now Grant, well, no, Howard is going to stay in the game. He just checked over to the sideline and flipped a piece of gear off the field. They're back inside the 30. It is 4th down and 6 for the Wildcats.
Big Steve House checking out. Jeremy Grimes comes rolling in.
Aces making all kinds of changes while the officials debate something. We're down to 7:37 to go in the first half of play. Mount Carmel leads 14-0. Now dropping back the punter, back inside his own 30. Calls the signals, good snap, gets the kick off. And it's a short kick. It's going to take, though, a big Mount Vernon bounce. Well, not so big of a bounce. It goes outside and just shy of the sideline. It stops dead there at the 35-yard line. So a punt of, well, it doesn't make a difference. We'll check back on the video next week and get the stats for you.
Well, Mount Vernon has yet to move the chains.
And really, it's the second straight half of superior defense. Last week, Harrisburg gained only 59 yards on our kids in the second half.
Yeah, it was. And like I say, after that little pillow fight the first half, we really stepped it up.
Yeah. We were nubbing each other, I think, early on. And the snarls and the biting began in the second half. It was a lot better game in the second half last week, and the Aces won it in the second half. Now they set the club down here. Drone does, and hands off. Ball carrier repelled, not much there. Perhaps a loss on the play. We'll see where they mark the progress. And Mark Crumley back at the 35. And it's 2nd and 10, no gain.
That's Mark's 9th carry on the night, 42 yards so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 35-yard line. Next week, we're at Bethalto, which is over in the Metro East area.
How did they do in the first week?
You know, I don't know. Second down, here's Drone faking, and on the option, he keeps, breaks away to the 45-50, and finally spun down after the first down run to the Mount Vernon 47-yard line. A gain of
16
by Drone. 16 yards in the keeper, tucked. Looked to be bottlenecked early, then he snapped out of a couple would-be tackles and got some running room. Halftime, we can talk about the U of I, too. The Illini debut tomorrow at Berkeley at Cal, and Brad Haywood, who has played in every game he's been a part of at the U of I, is expected to play tomorrow. He starts his sophomore year. Now Drone, hands off, Crumley. Dropped inside the Mount Vernon 45 to the 44-yard line. Gain of a long 2. Call it second down from there for the Aces.
I believe that's it's on TV also, isn't it? On Fox 23.
Fox Sports Midwest, yep. Mm-hmm. The new addition to the cable lineup.
There you go.
Courtesy of Mayor George Woodcock. He wanted that Fox channel on there. Oh, that's Fox News channel he wanted. They've already had the sports channel. Fox has got everything, don't they? Second down, line of scrimmage, the 44-yard line. Brewer, the wide receiver, checks out to the left side, and there's Drone. Will he throw his way? Yes, looking that way, but short pattern to Hamill. Boom! Crossing pattern, great block, springs Hamill inside the 30, down to the 26. He's brought down there. What a hit as soon as Hamill made the catch.
Boy, Brian Grant peeled back that time, and then the kid in pursuit. Boom! A nice little pop right there. tell you what, Wayne, nice hands. Had the hands away from his body. Nice catch. Good run out to the catch as well.
Yep, crossing pattern to Hamill, the tight end, his first catch of the year, and down to the 26-yard line for a first down.
What was that a gain of?
How much would gain there, Verlin? 18 on the play, says Verlin Snow.
And that is official, sports fans.
And Doug and Jeanette Hamill both have smiles on their faces in the stands tonight. 1st and 10, handoff coming back this way, and snowed under the ball carrier Grant.
You gotta like that. He makes a nice block, so we come back and reward him. That's a pretty good situation there.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 now for the Aces from the Mount Vernon 24.
I've got him in business communications class, and he was telling me today, you know, Coach, I might get to run the ball tonight a little bit. Well, if you hit somebody, maybe you will. And there, sure enough.
Man, he not only did he run with the ball, he did hit somebody. And back-to-back plays, no less. Now, Grant's a good kid. 2nd down now for the Aces. Brewer checks out wide to the left side. Grant stays in at a wing. Summers there as well. Crumley is the setback, and Drone calls the signals. And hands off. No, now the ball's loose. Falling on it in the backfield is who? Grant? Back at around the 26. Drone. That was Summers falling on the ball. Drone held onto it and was hit hard, and the ball popped behind him. Summers was able to recover back at the original 10-yard marker. So a loss of 3, 3rd and 10.
You know, I still haven't figured out what are the bean bags for? You see bean bags flying everywhere. What is that?
Somebody started that a few years ago. I don't know. But it's a lot better than it used to be. It used to be jelly beans, and they moved up to bean bags. You could never see those things. Kids would always eat them between plays.
That's a Reagan thing. Trip alignment here.
To the right side for the Aces, 3rd and 10. Troll's going to throw that way. Here's the pass, and now the run by Storkman. He dives forward near the marker. Appears to be short, but almost. Nice dive by Storkman. Explosive after the catch. Down to the 17-yard line.
Bubble screen that time. We set up in trips alignments, take a one-step drop, hit him quickly, and he evades one tackler. Boom, he's on out for 9 yards there.
Another 4th down for the Aces now. 4th and 1. Line of scrimmage at Mount Vernon, 17-yard line. Hey, let's run that play we ran last time. I don't even know what we call that. Could have given a name. See if we can do that again.
I think that's called hook 'em. You know, fake out.
Yeah.
Now maybe we'll do this again.
Now we may call timeout, and we will.
Well, we instead of trying to drum offside, then call timeout. Well, let's just go ahead and call timeout this time.
We're going to take a 30-second break, too. We're down to 3:22 to go in the first half. Aces lead 14-0. Back to Riverview Stadium right after this. 30.
Saving money. It's about spending time, just dropping by and creating bonds rather than simply buying them. At Edward Jones, it's never just about investing. It's about knowing you and your dreams.
My every hope, my life, my world, it all begins with a dream.
Edward Jones, investing in you and your dreams.
Dear Shell, my name is Ann Cochran, and I have an idea. Give away free gas as a way of thanking loyal customers. I mean, loyalty should count for something, right? Every month, we get free gas. What do you think? Oh. That was my second idea.
On their radio, do a little search for Golden Aces, and boom, it comes right back up.
We're there. They're listening in Korea tonight, we understand.
Well, we hope. It's experimental tonight, so we're hoping that's the case.
4th and 1. Drone calls the signals from the Mount Vernon 17-yard line. Hands off. Big guy powers right side. First down. Crumley all the way to the 15. Inside that mark by a hair.
Well, Stu Grant over on that sign, that's all you got to do is eyeball Stu. You get those glasses out there, he's going to tell you.
And it's a first down now. Line of scrimmage, the Mount Vernon 14-yard line. We're down to 3:18 to go in the first half.
We have been very, very impressive tonight, Scott. Just a yeoman's job. You like that word, yeoman? Yeoman's job tonight on offense.
Very methodical. The Aces now have a 14-0 lead, looking for a third score. Summers wing left, Brewer wide out left. And Drone calls, and there's the pitch. The deep man is Storkman. Running room to the 10, to the 5. He's in there. Touchdown! Clayton Storkman. He wasn't touched. Flag down. Flag down.
Holding.
We're bringing it back, boys. It's holding on the good guys. We're bringing it back. Nice run by Storkman. Maybe that's why he was so open.
Well, I think they might have called it out here on Jake Summers. You know, anytime you're blocking a guy and then all of a sudden your hands go back up in the air, that's probably not a good sign. And I believe they may have caught him there.
Well, the walk-off will take the Aces all the way back now to the 23-yard line to the 24. A big loss on that walk-off and the penalty.
Well, we haven't had that in the first game and a half, and to see if we can overcome those kind of things. So
now it is first and almost 20, call it 19 for the Aces. Now Summers checks out of the game.
What's this fake of the bubble screen here, maybe, huh?
Here goes Brewer and Grant
now
checking out wide to the right side.
Watch this slant here now. Watch this slant.
And one setback, Crumley wing back is Storkman on the right side. Let's see what Drone does here. Calls the signals. And doesn't do anything with it. Kept it, took a loss on the play, back of the 28. Nothing there for him. A big stop, perhaps the biggest of the night for the Wildcats, and the Aces further back now.
Well, that's what I was talking about, that slant, that veer. You don't think I was talking about a pass play to the right side, did you?
Well, he did. You know, it didn't even look like it looked that way.
No, he didn't.
Whatever he was wanting to do, it didn't avail itself, and Luke, though, did the best thing for that matter, just take it and hang on to it. Don't try to force anything. We tried that earlier tonight. Second down now. The Aces have a ways to go. Second down and 24.
Second down and 124, right?
Yeah. Line of scrimmage, the Mount Vernon 27-yard line. We're down to 1:45 to go in the half. Drone sends trips out to the right side. One setback, and there is Luke firing over the middle. Pass tipped the rim.
Stay with it. Stay with it.
Oh, they call a penalty. Did Mount Vernon come out of there with the ball?
Mount Vernon's got it on the tip, but
the ball was tipped. Looked like Grant almost caught it, and now they're going to give Mount Vernon the ball. A penalty on Mount Carmel then?
Well, he's going to pick this flag up. You wait and see, because he made the call after it was touched, called the interference after the ball's touched. Once the ball is touched the first time, it's a live ball and you can do anything. He's going to pick this flag up.
The ball was touched. Grant almost caught it on the way down, but it ended up going into the arms of Marshall Stewart of Mount Vernon for the interception. But a flag was down. Now the officials are going to talk all this over. Mount Vernon's already celebrated once. They think they've got the ball.
Well, Brian did what he should do there. He stayed with it, but I think by keeping it there, they've left it up there with him.
Now they call defensive holding on Mount Vernon.
Ooh.
That's going to make the guests real happy.
Ooh.
Defensive holding.
Ouch.
So now it's just an incomplete pass? Or what is it? Now they're going to talk it over with the Mount Vernon coaching staff. Where'd they put the ball down? Oh, that's after the walk-off, after the penalty, right? So what is it, a 10-yard penalty?
Yeah, and Eddie Gardner happens to be the guy on this side of the field. He's going to get an earful, and he wasn't the one making a call. Eddie's doing his best over here trying to be the diplomat.
So they're going to walk it off from the 27-yard line, the line of scrimmage, and what it'll be, 10 yards? It'll be second down from there.
Yeah.
And a pass over the middle.
What?
It tipped around. Grant got his hands on it. Didn't look like he might have caught it on the way down, but it went instead to Marshall Stewart. They called defensive holding.
So it just nullifies the hold.
Yeah.
We're right back where we started.
So after a major discussion, Mount Vernon was celebrating. They thought they heard what they wanted to hear from the official, but they didn't get it right. So now Mount Carmel has the ball, line of scrimmage, at the Mount Vernon 18-yard line. Now Brewer and Grant check out wide to the right side. Hamill the tight end to the left.
Here's your trips alignment.
Yep. Here's one setback. Crumley behind Drone. Three wideouts to the right side now. And here is that pass.
Bubble again.
Out to Storkman with some blockers ahead. Down the right sideline. Knocked out of bounds inside the 10. Down to around the 9-yard line. But it will be from there, third down.
So a gain of 9 there.
Third and 4.
And how about Drone? You think he's hot? 4 for 4.
Not bad. He was 3 for 9 a week ago with a touchdown. Perfect 4 for 4 tonight. We're down to 1:06 to go in the first half. Aces lead 14-0. It'd be nice to add this before halftime. Another score. Third down, trips to the right side. One setback for Drone. He drops the ball. No, he shuffles it off instead. Here's Crumley, running room. May have the first down. He's bumped out of bounds inside the 5 to around the 2. He almost got in. It'll be first and goal from there. He was close, about 1.5 yards away from the end zone. By the way, we talked about the Illini game tomorrow at Cal. It'll be heard live as well on radio on WVMC AM 1360 tomorrow.
That's tomorrow night, isn't it?
Tomorrow night.
Yep.
We'll have Cardinal baseball tonight after the game. We'll join the Cardinal-Dodger game in progress. Won't be too far into the game. It's a 9:05 start at Chavez Ravine. 43 seconds to go now. Aces line it up at the 1-yard line. It's first and goal, and there is a handoff. Crumley powers over the right side and did not make it. Inside the 1, we're down to 30 seconds to go. Now the Aces will call a timeout with 29 ticks on the clock before halftime. We're going to take a 30-second break. Aces lead 14-0.
Mount Carmel Public Utility Company reminds you that when you have a loss of service, please report it. If there is no storm going on, it would be helpful to check to see if your neighbors are also out before calling. Mount Carmel Public Utility personnel will always call back when service is restored, so that you can reset clocks, turn off unneeded lights and appliances, and generally check that everything is okay. This message courtesy of your friends at Mount Carmel Public Utility Company.
I hit the ball the whole year. I played right field.
Great season. LeMac Engineering Company, providing complete civil engineering, construction.
Knock into the door as we are set to resume play following the timeout. We're down to 29 seconds to go in the half. Luckily, Jet Trap doesn't remember too much about my softball days.
He knew you batted what?
He's being nice. He's being, yeah, clean up.
10th?
Literally, I cleaned up the dugout after the games every night. The only memorable thing I did was lose my keys in the cinder blocks at old down to the ballpark on 4th Street. Oh, yeah, that was tough. Took me 2 days to find it. Second down, Drone hands off, and there's a touchdown around over the left side for the Aces. Mark Crumley finishes the drive off, and the Aces now have a 20-0 lead with 27 seconds to go here before halftime.
Well, we've yet to bunt the ball. 3 times we've had the football and shoved it in each time. Just very impressive on defense tonight, Scott. Or on offense, I'm sorry.
And a big lead now of 20-0. Luke Drone will try to make it a perfect 3 for 3 in the point after division. And Jake Howard will hold.
And Clint Darty on the long snap.
Now here comes the snap, ball down, perfect snap. Here's the kick. It was blocked, sailed off to the right. Did it get in? Yes. Looked like it was deflected, but it had nothing. It threw the uprights. It's good, and the Aces lead 21-0. We're back with a kickoff in just 60 seconds. Run.
You want to, when we come back off the break, you want to do
the Apothecary Shop's drive-up window. When you don't feel like getting out of your car, simply call ahead, and the Apothecary Shop's friendly and helpful staff will have your order ready. The Apothecary Shop is the only pharmacy in Mount Carmel that offers this convenient service. The Apothecary Shop also offers friendly professional consultation on any side effects of medication your doctor may prescribe. In addition, they can help with any over-the-counter medications or remedies you might need. The Apothecary Shop, East 9th Street, Mount Carmel.
We scored twice in the first period, twice in the second. Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. You can do the interview? You want me to do it or what?
I'll do it. We got kind of set up. But jump in there.
Thank you. Mount Carmel has built a big lead now, 21-0 over the Wildcats in Mount Vernon. 27 seconds to go in the half. The first half, the Aces will be kicking off. Mark Crumley, 2 touchdown runs now tonight from 2 and 1 yard away. Josh Woods with the kick, another short one. It'll go. Did it go out of bounds? Flags fly. And that's why the flags are flying.
I mean, we must be trying to keep it away from here. We must have seen something on the tape.
Well, they've had 2 good returns so far. Maybe we don't want to see any more of that. And what are they going to do? Are they going to take it?
They probably will take it there. What, a 38?
All right, that's where the Wildcats will begin this drive. They've had good field starts all night long. And they begin this drive at their own 38, but not much time. 27 seconds left in the first half. Aces 21, Mount Vernon nothing. The Wildcats have done little on offense tonight.
No first downs.
Wow. The Aces finished strong against Harrisburg last week, did not allow the Bulldogs any points in the second half and the overtime. And they continue that here tonight against the Wildcats. Now wide receiver checks out wide to the right, wings both ways, one setback, everybody else pulled in. Johnson, the sophomore quarterback, sends Stewart in motion to the right. He gets the ball. Look at this. He's going to take a huge loss. Woods flings him down for a big loss. They're going to mark him back at the 25-yard line. A loss of 14 yards by Josh Woods.
Well, you're not going to believe this. That loss of 14 yards gives them negative yardage on the half.
Marshall Stewart, a 14-yard loss. And we're down to 2 seconds, and Mount Vernon wisely lets the clock run out. They've seen enough. Negative yards in the first half for the Wildcats, and the Aces lead at intermission. The score is 21-0 here at Riverview Stadium. Both teams head for the locker rooms. We're going to head for this break. We'll be right back with a big halftime interview. That's next. Stay tuned.
Slashing prices to rock bottom during their store-wide clearance sale. Now's the time to find the best deals on the best furniture. Robert Walter Furniture Company is closing out all dining room and living room suites, and that means big savings for you. Plus, Robert Walter Furniture has special prices on all bedding during this big sale. If you're looking for quality name brand furniture and bedding at discount prices, look no further than Robert Walter Furniture Company, 528 Market Street, Mount Carmel, serving the Wabash County area since 1868.
In Mount Carmel, see your good neighbor, State Farm agent Dan Schonert, for all your insurance needs.
Coach Mike Mandrell went up and scouted a freshman game last night at Robinson, huh?
Here's the kick from left to right. It'll be coming down to Ryan Morris at the 15. Works to the middle of the field to the 20, 25. Now cuts out to the right side, and he is grabbed hard from behind and dropped and around the 26 or 7 yard line. So that's where the Aces take over to start the second half. First kickoff return of the night for us.
I tell you, Ryan Morris did a great job running up in there hard last week. Kind of ran a little north or east-west there a little bit.
So the Aces will take over first and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Now Carmel leads 21-0. We're glad you're with us wherever you're listening around Wabash County, around the tri-state, or around the world tonight.
Well, we hope around the world.
We believe we're on the internet tonight. Things were working well this afternoon, right?
Right, they certainly were, and so hopefully we've got that going right now.
It would be the first time since last year that we've been on the internet. Here's Joe on the handoff. First down ball carry. 108 falls forward. Tough sliding to the right side for Clayton Storkman. He gets up hobbled a little bit. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. He stays in the game, though. Milton on the stop for Mount Vernon. Line of scrimmage now, the 28-yard line.
And we've gotten away from that double tight end where we've got Wayne Hamill and Tyler Buss in there. We've gone back out to the slot now with Michael Brewer.
Brewer out wide to the left side. Drone calls the signals and gives the pitch. Here is the runner, Storkman. He's almost cut down again. Finally, he's rolled down at 32-yard line. Man, they're really working on his lower ankle, and he's been hurting there. His lower leg last couple times. He's bumped down to 32. Gain of about 4 creates 3rd and 5 for the Aces.
Jake Summers that time, he got caught on that hold last time. He's kind of tiptoeing out there. Go hit somebody, big fella. You got to be what you are, because if you aren't, be what you is. Isn't that right?
Yeah,
be what you is. Be what you is, because if you is what you ain't what you is. Go hit somebody.
Man, I didn't think I'd get through all that. I'm glad you did. Here's Luke Drone, sets the club down on 3rd and 5, wants to throw, fires long over the middle. The pass is caught and then dropped by Storkman. Good defense by Mount Vernon. Clayton almost made another great grab at around the 42-yard line. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Boy, he didn't miss much. Well thrown ball once again, and defenders with him step by step that time.
He made a nice catch in the first half, caught a touchdown pass last week. But we knew Storkman has a good set of hands, and he's been off to a good start. Now Stephen Wolf back to do the punting for the Aces. Standing back inside is 20. Well, we're outside the 30. We're outside of punt area now. We ran a play from the 20 earlier tonight.
From 1.
Now here is Stephen Wolf. He calls the signals, gets a good snap, almost no rush, and he gets a high kick that's going to bounce in front of Stewart inside the 35. It's down to the 33 by Morrison. That's where Mount Vernon takes over.
Well, first time we've been stopped tonight.
And a good punt that time by Wolf, and Mount Vernon begins its first possession of the second half at its own 33. And we'll get a look now at Mount Vernon's offense, see if they've adjusted, doing anything different here in the second half. Held to, what, -1 yard in the first half.
That's unofficial, but we have to check with Vernon on that one, huh?
If you've written it down, that's official.
Right.
Matt Johnson, the sophomore quarterback, has one setback. Everybody else pulled in tight. One man in motion. Here is the sweep to the right side. He runs right into trouble. Grant was slowing the play up. Howard helped out. Stop made by Josh Woods. On the running back for the Wildcats, the big guy, Seth Rainey.
Loss of 1.
Well, he started out quickly enough, but the Aces have wrapped him up consistently now all night.
For our Aces fans, a little bit different look here. Watch where number 8 Butler lines up. Last time he's clear up on the line of scrimmage out here like a defensive end. Now we mix it up a little bit, and we're in more of a traditional 4-3 look.
2nd down and 11. Mount Vernon with the ball at its own 34-yard line. Man in motion, and there is the handoff. Left side, the cutback, a little running room, and still on his feet. Refusing to go down is Bill Sanders. Finally, he's dropped at around the 37 after a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 8 from there, 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats.
Now, one play that they do run is a double handoff on the inside, and when you see the guy go in flat motion like he did there, a lot of times you'll see them come right back then with that double handoff. Be ready for that here. You don't know whether that play was to set it up or not.
According to our stats, that puts Mount Vernon back into the plus column on the night for rushing. They're +2, I think, now for the night. It'll be 3rd and 7 now for the Cats. Rainey lines it up on the left side. A wing to the right as well. Now Rainey's in motion. There's a fake to him. Johnson wings it out. Pass is caught. And the tight end is dropped short. It looks like shy of the marker. And around the 42-yard line, and up by much. The pass caught by Jesse Hulsey.
Where are you going to put it down, Eddie?
6'1 senior. Ooh, that's going to be close.
No, that's a good spot, Ed.
At the 43, looks to be shy by less than a yard. It'll be 4th down. They're going to have to bring the chains all the way from one sideline clear over here to this sideline if they measure.
Can Randy Bikey make it all the way over here? That's what we need to know.
I'm not sure. Is that Steve Burton over there with him?
I think Steve's on it also.
I'm not sure those guys can make it over. They may just need to eyeball this.
You got to put a clock on it?
There we go. Okay, now they're not going to measure. So they're just going to say it's 4th down. And Bikey is relieved. And now a little misdirection fake. They snap it back to the fullback who plows forward for the first down. The Aces, Conrad recovered but not in time to save the first down run. So a little razzmatazz on 4th down, and they punt it to they snap it to the fullback. He runs the ball to the 47-yard line.
And that's the first down of the night for them.
And trickery is what gets them the first down of the night. Well, you know you're in trouble when you have to do that to get your first down. But they did it. Trick play, and it's 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats. 3rd quarter, 8:42 to go in the frame. Wings both ways, and now Rainey's going to get the handoff, trying to counteract to the right side. He's grabbed from behind and dropped for a loss. Back at the 43-yard line on the primary, Brian Straw.
Well, he just come through on a bull rush that time and was not going to be denied.
A loss on the play. They'll mark him at the 44, loss of 3, 2nd and 13. A frustrating night for Mount Vernon. They have done nothing well on offense.
Well, you got those bookends down there. I mean, you got Straw and Isle are just two immovable objects down there, and those tackles when they're digging in. And Johnston and Wood out here have really played well off those ends.
Yeah, you got a guy like Josh Woods way out here in the end. Holy mackerel, it never stops. The force coming in on you. Now it's 2nd and 13, and there's the quarterback. Oh, he's brought down by Drone, who stayed with him for a loss. Drone snuck through the line, pulled down the QB way back at the 36-yard line. Another loss on the play.
See, my question is, did we fire him, or did he follow his read and just get there on an athletic play? It'd be interesting. That's a good question you need to ask Darren tomorrow.
Now,
or Kevin.
Or Kevin. They'll both be there at Burger King tomorrow. We'll make sure to do that. Now it's 3rd and 20.
You know, Mike Riley put some good grub on the table down there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. All the kids eat well at Burger King. Saturday morning, coach's breakfast, 9 o'clock tomorrow on WSJD.
Those croissants are just
They're
phenomenal.
nice. They're nice. Yep.
Phenomenal.
Yep. I bet Mount Vernon's about back in negative yardage again.
Yep.
Now 3rd and 20. Johnson calls the signals. Rainey steps in motion. There's a pass over the middle. It's caught. Over the 45 to the 48. Nice pass play. That goes to Hulsey, his 2nd catch on the series. Not enough, though, for the first down. By far, he's still a good 8-yard shy, and it'll be 4th down. 4th and 8 for the Wildcats. Line of scrimmage to Mount Vernon 48. And Mount Vernon wants a timeout. Timeout, Cats. They're going to talk this over. 6:33 to go, 3rd period. Aces lead 21-0. Back in 60.
At Lawrenceville Manor, when you need a smile,
When you need a friend to lean on,
we'll be there.
We'll be there for you.
We promise.
Know that we will stand by, stand by. We will stand by you. Know that we will stand
At Lawrenceville Manor, we'll be there with a smile.
We will stand by you.
We promise.
Show me the money. This is Rodney Bishop of Bishop Motors inviting you to stop by and check out our fine selection of used cars, trucks, and vans.
You'll find quality program vehicles from major manufacturers at Bishop Motors, plus vehicles as low as $24.95. Our quality selection and prices can't be beat.
Show me the money.
Remember to show him the green because Rodney needs the money. Stop by and see Rodney today at Bishop Motors, Highway 15, west of the intersection of 9th and Poplar in Mount Carmel.
Show me the money.
We're back here at Riverview Stadium, Legends Field. 6 minutes, 33 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Mount Carmel having its way with Mount Vernon.
How many names of this field do we have?
Well, we got the Snake Pit.
Riverview Stadium.
Riverview Stadium. Legends Field. There are some teams who refer to it simply as a living hell.
Can you say that on the air?
Yes.
Okay.
Carmel being one of them. They haven't won in a generation plus.
I think since the French and Indian War.
Yeah. Now Mount Vernon sets it up 4th and 9, and there is a fake. Johnson throws it into the middle. It's almost picked off by an Aces rushing lineman into the flats. If that was a screen, that was a mess. And as it is, the Aces will get the ball on downs. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 47-yard line of Mount Vernon. That was a jump pass. Yeah, that's what we'll call it, a jump pass.
Well, you don't want to leave your feet when you're making a jump pass. I mean, you just don't want to leave your feet. You can't jump in here. I mean, basketball, baseball, I mean, you just can't do it. Can you?
No. I don't know, maybe basketball.
Nah.
1st and 10 now for the Aces. They line it up. Drone sends a receiver to the left side, wings both ways. He wants to throw on 1st down. Takes time, and he's popped. The ball is incomplete. The ball flailed out of his hands. Looked like he was in forward motion. Mount Vernon's coaches complained, but that's about his frustration as much as anything else. Looked like he was setting and rifling to throw, and he was popped. He stayed in the pocket as long as he could, in fact, too long. And that is an incomplete pass, 2nd down.
That was bang error.
Second down and 10. But we got to go there next year. You know, Mount Vernon has a good field, by the way. Good press facilities, I might add.
They have phenomenal, I know I said that word again, but their facilities are excellent down there.
Yes, they are. 2nd down, here's a handoff, and not much for the ball carrier. That's Summers on the carry to around the 44. Yep, Jake comes up. It's now 3rd and 7 for the Aces. Line of scrimmage, the 45 at Mount Vernon. You know, Mount Vernon has a swimming pool. Neat basketball gymnasium. We'll be down there this year.
Yeah, and the taxpayers aren't liking it either.
No.
I mean, they're kind of up in arms a little bit. They didn't have a deal like we had where the state's going to give you 60% kickback and kind of thing.
3rd down and 7. Receiver to the left. Drone calls the signals and fakes. Play action. Rolls to his left. Has time. Dumps it out of the backfield. Pass caught by Crumley. The 35. Knocked out of bounds and around the 34. That's a 1st down pass play of around 11 yards, 12 yards, and the Aces have the ball. 1st and 10 at the Wildcat 34. And what is Drone tonight? A flag on the play. Uh-oh. It's going to wipe it out. 2nd big holding penalty of the night on Mount Carmel. They're talking it over with the Wildcats.
Can you say makeup?
Yep. And the walk-off will go from the 48 of Mount Vernon. 10-yard infraction moves the ball back to the Aces 42. And it's 3rd and an awfully long way now for the home team.
Well, that's our 2nd penalty of the night, I think, of 20 yards so far. Mount Vernon's been whistled, or flagged, I should say, 3 times.
Now it's 3rd and 20 for the Aces, trying to win their 2nd game of the year. Mount Carmel moved up from 9th to 7th in this week's Class 4A poll. Now 3rd and 20, and the Aces have trips to the right side. One set back, Crumley. Drone wants to throw one, pump fake. Now he rifles down the sidelines for Brewer. He's got it at the 35. Nice leaping catch by Brewer in stride. 1st down Aces at the Mount Vernon 32. 26 yards on the pass play.
Three vertical, and Brewer just got wide, stretched the defense a little bit, a little out route, and well thrown ball again by Luke.
They'll mark it at the 31. It's 1st and 10, so the Aces didn't let the penalty stand in their way. They came right back and worked it for another 1st down. Now Hamill lines it up tight end on the right side. Wing to the left side, receiver that way. 1st and 10, and Drone options. There's the pitch, and here's Storkman with running room. 30, 25, 20, cuts it in, 15, down near the 10. Nice run by Storkman, and a 1st down. That's 18 yards on the carry. All the way to the Mount Vernon 12. 2 big plays right in a row. 44 yards gobbled up in 2 plays. One over the air, one Storkman's run.
Well, if we could have got on somebody out there in the flats, he could have probably run it in. And you know, we don't like singling people out, but boy, we've got to get a body on somebody out there in the flat.
We were kind of, that was by Storkman, and it was 18 yards on the run. Looks like we had some people gawking at the play. Now from the 12, we line it up first down. There's Drone. He tucks it to Crumley, who didn't get anything. Luke probably wishes he would have pulled it back.
Yep, not a very good read that time by Luke.
And no gain on the play, but the Aces power back. 2nd and 10. Oh, give him 1, 2nd and 9. Line of scrimmage, the 11-yard line of Mount Vernon.
56 yards so far on the ground on 15 carries for Mark Crumley, and I think Luke Drone, the next pass completion, puts him over 100 yards for the game.
First meeting between these two schools, both maroon as one of their base colors. Aces set it up now in second. Drone calls. Oh, is he hit hard? Oh, my, at the 10-yard line. That's about the hardest hit of the night.
Boy, that Brenner kid really came hard that time, really.
Luke Drone. Not only does he have his wits about him, he's wanting to see if he has his head about it. Gain of 1, 3rd and 8.
Hey, he jumped right up off the ground. You got like that.
3:57 to go in the third quarter. Aces comfortably ahead, 21-0. First interstate meeting since 1978 for Mount Carmel. We played North Knox that year. 3rd and 8, and there's Drone. He hands it off. Lets the tuck go through. Crumley dives to around the 5-yard line. Shy of the marker. It'll be 4th down from there. The ball, the tip of the ball of the football just inside the 5. He's still got about 3 to go for the first down. They have to go to the 2. Drone looks over. We're going to bring in, let's see, Josh Woods coming in. He's going to join the backfield perhaps. And Tyler Buss.
No, double tied
in there as well. And we're taking our time. Are we going to make it? 4th down. Drone sets the club down to the straight tee and gets the snap off. And now he's going to throw to the play in the end zone. Hamill, touchdown! Great catch by Wayne Hamill. And a touchdown on the cross to the left corner of the end zone. A pass play of 5 yards, and the Aces lead 27-0. The first TD pass of the night for Luke Drone.
And that, like I said, that puts him over 100. 103 yards in the air.
That was a quick fake, and he had plenty of time and caught Hamill crossing to the left side. It's a touchdown pass, and the Aces lead 27-0 with 2:47 to go in the third period. First touchdown of the year for Wayne Hamill. Now Drone tries to tack on the point after. Howard will do the holding. Here's the snap. Ball down. The kick is up. It is good. He's 4 for 4. The Aces lead 28-0. Back to Riverview Stadium in 60 seconds. Yeah. Okay.
We have a very simple philosophy. Whatever you do it well. We're committed to provide you with the very best in healthcare. Wabash General Hospital. Whatever you do it well.
Hi, I'm Robert Coleman, President of First National Bank. It's time for Aces football, and we're fired up. We're also fired up about your banking business. If you're unhappy where you are now, I would like to personally invite you to come to First National Bank, where you can expect traditional banking service, low fees, and no hassle. And we've been around since 1906. And by the way, go Aces.
We're back here at the stadium. Aces lead 28-0. Mount Carmel will be kicking off. Following the touchdown pass by Luke Drone to Wayne Hamill. Here's Woods' kick. Gets a good toe on it this time. Oops, it's going to go out of bounds. And we'll probably kick this one over. 5-yard touchdown pass from Drone to Hamill. Second TD pass of the year for Luke.
You know, he's 6 for 8, but he's had great time back there. One time, pressured once, basically. And that offensive line, strong side line over there, Ryan Peets at the tackle, Mike Conrad at that strong guard, Charlie Adams, Tyler Haycraft on the weak side at guard, along with Chris Horton over big number 79. And those 5 guys up front, Scott, have just done a great job against this pretty big line for Mount Vernon.
Instead of a re-kick, Mount Vernon will take the ball on its own 35-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats. They send a wide receiver to the right side. Kyle Baker, he's caught a couple passes tonight. And the sophomore QB, Matt Johnson, 5'10", 165, looks pretty good. A little slant pass. Baker dives, can't come up with it in front of Howard at the 42-yard line. Well, fans, if you notice something missing from our last touchdown, Kevin Williams could not fire his big cannon this time. He's been told because the way the smoke is hanging right over the goalpost, the officials have had trouble seeing extra points. So the way the wind is wafting, they've made him shut the cannon down for the night.
I just figured he'd go to the other end of the field.
Yeah.
Huh?
Just think if officials would have been running the war, Kevin. We'd have never won World War II. 2nd down. Thank goodness generals did it, not officials. And here is a handoff to the man in motion, countering back to the right side. Stewart, nothing there. Nothing has been there through much of the night for Mount Vernon. Give him 1, 3rd and 9. Line of scrimmage is the 36-yard line.
Yeah, we're walking outside linebackers up on the line. We're walking up our strong safeties at times. That time Luke Drone was clear up on the line of scrimmage on the outside, and we're just giving a lot of different looks and daring them basically to throw the football.
2:14 to go in the 3rd period. Aces lead 28-0. 2 runs tonight for touchdowns by Crumley. 1 by Drone and a pass from Drone. No TD scoring play over 5 yards tonight. They've all come at the end of big drives. 3rd and 9 now for the Cats. 1 wide receiver to the right side. Johnson looks to throw back to the left over the middle. He's hit as he delivers the ball. Still almost got it out to the receiver. Ball off the pads, incomplete. Good coverage over there by the Aces. Crumley and Boswell on the pass intended for Hargrove.
But that's the first time they've sent 4 people out on the pass route all night.
And it'll be 4th down, 4th and 9 for the Wildcats, and they're going to have to give up the football. Grant and Howard will drop deep for Mount Carmel. This has been a most methodical effort by the Aces. 2 scores in the 1st period, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd.
1 punt.
All night. There's the kicker dropping back after coming over center. They'll run a little deception. Uh-oh, high snap, but he gets the kick off. Pretty good little kick, and Grant is under to the 37, to the 40, steps to the right side, and gets away to the 45, and now is pushed down at around the 47-yard line. Nice run by Grant, not many yards, but a good effort. He's to set it up from there at the 42.
That's an excellent effort that time.
Yep.
Caught it in traffic, guy under pressure, shook him, busted 2 tackles. Nice good hard running that time, covered up on the end of the run.
So the Aces have the ball now, the 42-yard line. Next week we're at Bethalto near Alton in the Metro East area. First trip over there to face Civic Memorial, coached by former Fairfield coach Rick Reinhardt.
I think everybody is a former Fairfield coach, aren't they?
Well, it is a growing list anyway. Now Brewer checks out wide to the right side. The backs all pulled in. There's a handoff. Ball carrier working the left side across midfield just by about the distance of the football. Dropped at the 49-yard line on the carry was Clayton Storkman. Gain of 4, 2nd down. Boy, Storkman's a workhorse, isn't he? They have to about pick him up off the ground late in the game. He's worked so hard, he gets so tired. He keeps at it, 1:14 to go, 3rd quarter.
50 yards so far. Talk about spreading around. Crumley 59, Storkman 50, Luke Drone 46. I mean, we're spreading around. Fort Summers with 14 yards.
And Drone over the 100-yard mark in the air now. Brewer checks out wide to the right side. 1 setback and 2 wings, and I'm not sure what happened there. Good
Balls on the ground. Yeah, it was a muffed snap.
Okay, and they fell right on it. So the Aces got a fumble recovery at the back of their own 49. So loss of 2, and it's 3rd down and 8. Well, we are +4 in the takeaway giveaway category, too, by the way. And everybody takes, any NFL team would take a +4. Season set to begin there. The week after next. Then the naps on Sunday count. 3rd down and 8. Trips to the right side for the Aces. One setback. Jones steps back. Wants to throw the ran on him. He fires over the middle. Pass. Almost caught, boy. A lot of action around Grant, the receiver. No flag.
Should have been.
Inside the 40 to the Mount Vernon 38. I tend to believe you.
My man Jed Trapp's on that too. He's thinking that same thing.
As it is, incomplete pass. Boy, it looked like he was reaching around, didn't it?
But you know what? We're on the internet now, so IHSA may be listening. You got to be careful.
Because,
of course, I am an official evaluator.
You are picking the officials, so they should be living in fear of what you have to say. The guys in stripes.
They've changed. The IHSA's changed their attitude toward me, I think.
Yeah. I notice they haven't me yet, but we're working on that. 4th down and 9. There is a punt by the Aces. 2nd of the night.
Ooh, nice job. Turned that one over.
Kick all the way inside the 10. Now takes a big bounce and is down at the 7-yard line. That's a kick of 44 yards by Wolf. What a kick.
That was picture perfect that time. He got up, turned it over. Excellent punt that time by Stephen Wolf.
Any Division I school would like to have a kicker deliver a 44-yard kick anytime. What a boot by Wolf, and Mount Vernon pinned at their own 7-yard line. And that's the end of the 3rd period. The score, Aces 28, Mount Vernon nothing. Back with quarter number 4 right after this. Yeah, 60.
Rather than simply buying them. At Edward Jones, it's never just about investing. It's about knowing you and your dreams.
My every hope, my life, my world, it all begins with a dream.
Edward Jones, investing in you and your dreams.
Dear Shell, my name is Ann Cochran, and I have an idea. Give away free gas as a way of thanking loyal customers. I mean, loyalty should count for something, right? Every month, we get free gas. What do you think? Oh. That was my second idea.
We begin the 4th quarter. Mount Vernon with the ball, 1st and 10 from its own 7-yard line after the big kick by Wolf. The punt sailed 44 yards, no return. And we're down to the final 12 minutes of the game. Jed, nice to see you again. Jed Trapp was nice enough to come up here at halftime. Quite a story, huh?
Oh, just a great story.
Yep. Now Johnson, the sophomore quarterback, a little swing pass out to the left side. It's caught, and he almost got away, the receiver, across the 25, near the 27-yard line. The pass is caught by the tight end. Setting up on the left side, Kyle Baker.
Gain of 20.
Biggest play of the night, perhaps, for the Cats.
It is.
Did they not have a first down in the first half at all, right?
No.
They've gotten a couple here in the second half.
That's their second right there.
They were held to -1 yards total in the first half. They're not that much into the plus now. We're in the 4th quarter. First down for Mount Vernon now. Line of scrimmage is the 27-yard line. Matt Johnson, the sophomore quarterback call, sends a receiver to the left side. Wings both ways, drops the ball.
We get it. Dig it out of there. Dig it out of there.
The officials haven't signaled yet.
Dig it out of there. Get your hands up, boys.
One of the Aces players thinks it's ours. Let's see what they call. Looks like it'll be Mount Vernon ball. Johnson fell on it at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Mount Vernon beat Tell City on opening night and then rolled past North Posey last week. They are 2-0. They received votes in the Indiana Class 3A poll, but their undefeated ways are about ready to come to an end.
We had 25 total yards tonight.
Wow. You're not going to do too well with that. And I imagine Darren Peach's phone's going to ring. Everybody in the Big 8 Conference is going to say, what'd you do when they play Mount Vernon? Now 2nd and 10. Johnson calls the signals. And Rainey in a walking motion to the right. Now the quarterback wings it down the right side. Ball batted away by Harrow. Now a flag flies. Well, he's going to catch heck for that from the crowd, and they do. They didn't call the interference over here a minute ago. Now they call it over there on Howard, who's making a play on the ball. Clearly a play on the ball, not reaching around. As was the case a moment ago. A little inconsistency there from the guys in the stripes.
Yeah, I'd probably disagree with you there, Scott. I think he maybe bumped it a little bit with his body before the ball got there. I think that may be a good call. I might be wrong, but that may be a good call.
As it is, it'll be a first down.
And you and I don't disagree very often,
oh, well,
do we?
This wasn't that strong of a disagreement. We're at 28-0. They get too wired. And I don't want to, that's right, we're on the internet now. I don't want to be back in the doghouse.
I'm serious. I thought he maybe got there a step too quick. But he needs to just not say anything here.
Which he's doing. He's talking to the official, which probably doesn't help.
I mean, good Lord, put the eyes in front of your head. Next play, next play.
All right, now the officials are going to mark the ball at the 41. Both teams huddle now for what appears to be a water break. The officials get a chance to collect their thoughts and talk this over. And it'll leave 1st and 10 after the penalty on Mount Carmel for pass interference. TV12 replays are tonight at 10, tomorrow morning at 10. Aces on the 10s this weekend. We hope you have an enjoyable Labor Day holiday. And we hope a lot of Aces fans make the journey next week to Bethalto. We know there's a lot going on in town next weekend with Riverfest. Nationally sanctioned barbecue cooking contest. Some of the nation's top teams will be in our town next week. There's an art contest. There's a pep assembly for the Aces. Hey, the Duke boys are going to perform in concert.
No, they're pretty good.
Yes, they are. They've wowed crowds all around the country and the tri-state. They've been here the last couple of years. Return engagement.
Well, they've been down. They played Casino Astor down there some. And speaking of that, my wife didn't want me to say anything tonight. I said something about my wife calling me to supper last week with late dinners, and she said, "Hey, knock that
Leave
off."
me out of it tonight. So you haven't mentioned her at all?
I have not mentioned her at all.
Except for that casino thing. I don't know. I didn't even know what that was. Well, that was the Duke boys. That had nothing to do with it.
No.
Well, see, I was trying to create a story.
Right.
Well, I probably got you back in the doghouse.
That's not good.
Yeah. 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. Fly pattern left side. Pass knocked away by Brewer at the 37-yard line, intended for Baker. And it'll be 2nd down after the incomplete pass. Wait a minute. Penalty on the play. It's on Mount Vernon. False start.
Can you say?
5-yard walk-off will make it 1st and 15. We're down to 10:22 to go in the game. Had some rain pass through the area. Caused a 15-minute delay in the kickoff.
And that was a good move. I mean, excellent move by both teams to say, hey, let's hold off for 15 minutes, and that way we can get our seats dried. And
the rain ended. Then about 30 minutes prior to the kickoff, the crowd hustled into their seats. Well, we've had a good night.
Oh, the weather's been great.
Isn't this field held up wonderfully well? It was the perfect amount of rain for it, I guess. Just needed a little dousing, which it got. Now it's 2nd down and 10. That penalty was declined, by the way, so it's 2nd and 10. They take the play, an incomplete pass. Now the Cats have receivers split left and right. Wings both ways. One setback, and the sophomore QB calls the signals, pumps once. Now fires down the left side long. It's caught and dropped. What a great try by Ben Goebel. What an excellent attempt at the catch and good coverage by the Aces. Both those two going at it. Grant and Goebel. Goebel trying to hang on, incomplete.
I tell you, well-thrown ball, excellent defense, almost a spectacular catch. And, we're leaving Brewer and Jake out there on an island and saying, hey, we think our defense is better than your offensive receiver. And so far, we're holding our own.
I don't know what Tyler Reardon was like, but having a senior quarterback, well, you can't have enough experience, I guess. But this Matt Johnson, the sophomore, isn't bad. They've got something to work with in Mount Vernon.
The lefty can bring it.
Now it's 3rd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Receivers split left and right. 2 wings, 1 setback for Johnson.
He moved.
And nothing called. Looks like there was some motion up front. He throws it back on the left side, on the run, back the other way, and it's incomplete. At around the 47-yard line. Man, how's a lefty get that mustard moving to the right?
Well, you know, a lot of times those lefties, they don't have enough arm. They can't even throw a party. You know, and this kid can bring it. You know, Tim Buss is that way. I mean, he's got an arm. He can't move at all anymore.
Yeah, but he used to.
Yeah.
Back in his youth in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Back when he was with the Packers. 4th down and 10.
Boy, I got a line, but I can't use it.
We won't talk about his days with the Packers. 4th down and 10. And now they're going to drop back and punt the ball. Are the Wildcats. 1 man deep for the Aces. Howard back inside his own 30. Here's the snap. A little bit on the low side, but a good kick. And Howard waits for it at the 27. Has it. Now works left side of the field now. Switches back to the left. Now to the middle. And down to the 34 he goes. So a 7-yard return by Jake Howard. And the Aces have the ball at the 34. We're down to 9:58 to go in the game. Aces lead 28-0. Well, in case people are listening on the internet, where were they listening tonight? We think in Korea, and where else?
Florida, South Carolina, Washington. I mean, we're all over. We got emails from all over the globe saying, "Hey, we want to see you we want to hear the games." And so, again, Smitty really did a nice job researching that. Found a possibility. We worked and got it on, and I hope right now she's running.
Here is Brewer checking out of the right side. Drone options. There's the pitch to Summers. Tries to get up a full head of steam. Ooh, he's knocked once. Now stays on his feet. Cuts back in and still going across the 40. Finally swarmed out of bounds at the 44-yard line near the 10-yard marker. Oh, my.
Just keep driving those legs.
Jacob Summers refused to go down, and looks like he'll be very close, but not quite to the marker. 2nd down from there. 2nd and less than 1. Wait a minute. We're going to measure. Come on over here, guys, say the officials. All the way to the other sideline.
And here come the guys.
Okay.
Back up here, guys.
The players are up to the line. They think we're ready to go. Oh, they're walking. They're walking. Look at this. Right now, Steve Burton is jogging.
Stu Grant's jogging.
But they're definitely pacing themselves with a long way to go. That's a long way back, you're right. Hope they've got their global positioning GPS units. They may not find the other sidelines. And we have the 1st down on the measure.
And Stu, I tell you what, that time, Stu Skimmer wasn't leaking. He was paying attention.
You know, could we in the future use GPS instead of sideline markers? Put a thing in the ball, a little receptor in the ball?
We don't want that much technology.
We could do that. Oh, I thought you'd love it.
Nah.
You're the technology guru.
You know, the more I know about technology, the more I use legal pads.
Well, it's because it breaks down and doesn't work all the time.
No, I don't know. That's not
nothing
right
like hard copy. Yeah. All right, 1st down. Here's Drone picking out Jacob Summers, countering back to the right side. Gets across the 45 to the 48-yard line. Gain of about 4, 2nd down from there. Yeah, that'd be a great idea. GPS, the ball would beep, or whatever it is, and show itself, and we would never have to measure. We do have the technology from the military now. It'd be perfect, right?
Jeez.
That's a great idea.
You think?
Call me Charlie Finley. I think it's a great idea. Let's try it next week. 2nd down, and well, you guys are the guys to do it. The most technologically innovative school in the Midwest, Mount Carmel High School. We're not kidding. 2nd down and 6. Here is Drone, another halfback to pick out. Summers off to the races to the 35. Inside that mark, finally dragged down from behind at the 29-yard line. A gain of 21 yards.
Boy, it's nice to see that little cross-buck action in the backfield, and something we haven't seen in a long time. Had nice action in the backfield and just a huge, huge hole. Lee Anderson that time had checked in for Michael Brewer out there in the flat, and you know, we still going with these guys. We only got one guy playing both ways, and that's Luke Drone, probably the best athlete on the field, and yeah, really is paying big dividends. Mount Vernon, as you pointed out, is a team that in the 4th quarter just run away from the first 2 opponents this year, wearing people down, and
it's the opposite effect being felt by them tonight.
No question.
Now the Aces have a wide receiver to the right side. Drone hands it off inside. Another burst for Summers. He dives inside the 20, down near the 18-yard line.
Fourth straight carry.
And another first down, we believe.
And they've signaled it. It is. Gain of 11.
Lee Anderson was in the game on the last play as a wide receiver. Let's see if we see any of their faces in there.
Brian Grant's in the halfback. Checked in for Clayton Storkman, I think.
Wayne Hamill's still in there at tight end. He caught a touchdown pass tonight. 5-yard flip from Drone. That is where the score is now. That was the score that made it 28-0. All right, Anderson checks out wide to the right side, wing to the right, and here is Drone. Hands off, powering to the right side. That's Summers. He's dancing near the goal line, and he did not get in. He's down inside to around the 7 is where they're going to mark him. Man, another explosive run for Summers, and another first down.
5th straight run.
3rd straight first down. Another 11-yard gain. Summers' best stint of the year so far right here.
And he's leading us in yardage right now then. 72 total yards.
Well, let's let him try to finish this thing off, huh?
Let's make this the Jake Summers drive.
1st and goal from the 7. Wide receiver checks out wide to the right side. Drone calls the signals. Under center. Here is the option, and yes, guess who gets it? And it is Summers. He's pushed back to the left side. Oh, I thought he was going to get in. And suddenly, the hole caved in. He darted to the left side. It was swarmed under it around the 5. Well, that's the biggest hole to get only 2 yards out of it. Mount Vernon did a pretty good job of reacting. 2nd and goal from there.
6 straight carries on this drive.
We're down to 7:08 to go in the game.
Jake Butler in there to fullback. Brian Grant there to halfback, and then out of the I formation here, huh?
Here's Drone under center from Charlie Adams. Hands off, ball carrier Summers, number 7 in a row. And he's inside, close to the goal line, to about the 2-yard line. 7 plays in a row to Summers. You know, if you're a performer, you're getting union scale by this time. That's why we never have a performer on more than twice in a row.
The Jake Summers drive here.
It is now 3rd and goal for the Aces from the Mount Vernon 3. Anderson stays in the game as the wide out to the right side. Grant a wing back that way. Butler to the left. And here's a handoff. Guess who? 8 in a row. And he's not in yet. He's knocking at the door inside the 1. They place the ball down inside the 1. 8 in a row for Summers.
Oh,
we're going to run him till we get it in. It's 4th down.
You got to run him in there.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Now you have to.
You got to.
Yep. Made it all this way. It's 4th and goal. Now, if Mount Vernon can't figure out who's going to get the ball on this play.
63 yards in this drive, all by Jake Summers. Top it off here.
Here's Drone. Hands off. Ball carrier Summers. Right side. Touchdown! Jacob Summers. 9 plays in a row. They handed it to number 22. And that's why they're known for basketball in the Hoosier State. Touchdown, Aces, 34-0. What a drive.
Phenomenal. 64-yard drive, all by Jake Summers. I mean, that's just lining it up and saying, hey, boys, we're going to give it to this guy, and here we come.
He went left. He went right.
So we did a nice job mixing up our plays there, too, disguising a little bit to get some different action.
Josh Woods now on to do the point after. Drone has delivered so far. Howard holds. Here's the snap. Ball down. The kick is up. Wow, what a leg. Josh Woods delivers right through the uprights. And the Aces have now built a 35-0 lead with 5:33 to go in the game. Back to Riverview Stadium in 60 seconds.
Mount Carmel Public Utility Company reminds you that when you have a loss of service, please report it. If there is no storm going on, it would be helpful to check to see if your neighbors are also out before calling. Mount Carmel Public Utility personnel will always call back when service is restored, so that you can reset clocks, turn off unneeded lights and appliances, and generally check that everything is okay. This message courtesy of your friends at Mount Carmel Public Utility Company.
Everyone at Lamac Engineering would like to wish the Golden Aces a great season. Lamac Engineering Company, providing complete civil engineering, construction, and surveying services to the Wabash Valley since 1938. Lamac Engineering is located in Mount Carmel and Princeton. Their staff includes professional engineers and land surveyors. Lamac provides complete civil, municipal, transportation, and environmental engineering services. For all your engineering needs, contact Lamac Engineering, 323 West 3rd Street, Mount Carmel. Call them today, 262-8651.
Okay, I'll just call this kick for TV. Yeah, don't turn me up too soon. I'll go ahead and play it out here. Okay. Or maybe. We might be able to join it. Here's the kick by Josh Woods. Right at Stewart at around the 15 of the 20, 25, and breaks one tackle, but is down at around the 30-yard line. That's where Mount Vernon will take over.
Hey, tell you what, David Wright, Matt Smith. Who else did we have in there? 33. Nick Winters was in there that time. Mike Cheeseman on that outside that time.
Well, we'll get some of the new names into the game now. 1st and 10. For Mount Vernon, playing out the string down this one, 35-0 Aces, with 5:27 to go in the game.
We still got our starters in there on defense. We got 36 in there, Billy Boswell at the corner.
Johnson, hands off, ball carrier swarmed under. And they'll mark his progress out to the 30, but that's right on the marker. Not much there.
Time Ryan Morris had checked in for Grant at one safety, probably for Drone.
Rainey, not much there. And it is 2nd and 9.
Big Steve Owl comes off. Brian Stroll comes off. Mike Conrad off. Mark Crumley off. Here comes Chris Johnston, who was in that last drive on offense for Mike Conrad at that guard position. Nice job. Nice night, guys.
Tracy Kuzmich into the game now. 2nd down and 9. Johnson calls the signals. And hands off, countering to the right side. Ball carrier for Mount Vernon is Josh Like, 5'11" sophomore.
It was Rainey.
Oh, Rainey. Okay, it was not Rainey. It was Rainey. Was not the sophomore. Boswell who got the stop? Well, a host of Aces did.
A host.
3rd and 8. See who else is in the game. Zach Singer in the game.
Big number 75, Matt Smith in there. Jeremy Grimes in there, defensive tackle.
Now the Wildcats send a man in motion. Baker gets the call. Morris grabs him, brings him down at the 36-yard line. Morris on the primary, also in there for the Aces, Nick Winters.
Nick Waldrop also in.
And it'll be 4th down now for Mount Vernon. Still a good 4 yards away from the first down marker.
Well, Wayne Hamill got one good rep in there, middle linebacker. He comes off the field. Ross Rafferty in there. He's on that kickoff team as well. Kickoff coverage. He's a last side linebacker.
Johnson calls everybody in tight. One man in motion. That's Rainey. Rainey gets the call and is brought down. No, still on his feet. Finally corralled. Butler got a hold of him first. Nick Winters. They slowed him up. He was eventually brought down at the 41. But it is a first down run for Seth Rainey. Mount Vernon still with the football.
He's trying to gain a few yards here to add to that total, isn't he? 3 minutes to go in the game, down 35-0.
And against our reserves?
Yeah, and I tell you what, he goes down with an ankle.
Yep.
It doesn't look like a very good situation.
So it's 1st and 10. Is that Kuzmich over there on the left end?
Mm-hmm.
Man, he is the biggest looking 6-footer.
He's taller than I am. He's about 6'5".
I was going to say, he is 6 foot on the roster. Here's a handoff. 43-yard line, a gain of 1. And they list him as 6 foot, right?
Nah.
There's no way. No way. Now, they might have the 170 down. Gain of a couple by the ball carrier, 2nd down. We're down to 2:35 to go in the game. Aces headed for their 2nd win in a row. We hit the road now. Next week, we go to Civic Memorial in Bethalto. We played these guys last in the 1984 playoffs. They had a wonderful team that year, and they beat Mount Carmel here in the second round of the playoff. Second down and 7 for Mount Vernon. Rainey in motion. He gets, they fake to him. Johnson rifles the ball over into traffic. It's almost picked off over there by Clint Doherty.
Clint got a hand on it.
Yep. And it'll be 4th down. Also over there for the Aces, we mention Ross Rafferty.
Yep.
All right, you got Scott Hyatt in. Well, he is in. So we're getting to play everybody here at the end. We'll visit with the Aces coach Darren Peach after the game. 2:08 left in this one. Well, this game had a worrisome tangent to it because of the unknown of playing a new team and such a vaunted running back. But the Aces have handled Mount Vernon very well. But here's a breakaway run by Mount Vernon down the left side. Finally bumped out of bounds by Boswell as Marshall Stewart. He broke loose all the way down to the Aces' 31-yard line. Nice run, longest run of the night for the Wildcats. We'll turn to Vernon Snow and get the total on that. Vernon, how long on that? How long on that play? How many yards? 25? 25 yards on that play. What? 25 yards and a first down. Line of scrimmage now, the 31 of Mount Carmel. Mount Vernon with the ball. And now to the right side, it burst through and just tripped up is the ball carrier. He might have still been running. That was Josh. Yeah, there's Like for his first carry, the sophomore. Nice chunk, too, inside the Aces 25 to the 23. Gain of 9, 2nd and 1. 1:39 to go and counting. Replay of the game tonight on TV 12 at 10 o'clock. Second replay tomorrow morning at 10. 2nd and 2. Handoff Like again, countering back to the right side. May have the first down on the push towards the Aces 20. In fact, mark him down at around the 19. 1st and 10, Mount Vernon. Will they get on the board before the end of the half? We're down to 1:17 to go. They stop the clock, move the chains, and the clock starts. 35-0. The Aces trying to throw the shutout. It would really be 6 straight quarters of 0 football for the opponents. We shut Harrisburg down in the second half last week. Down inside handoff, ball carrier gets outside. He may score the touchdown. He's going to. A touchdown by Mount Vernon's Jason Harmon, a 5'7" sophomore. Puts him on the board with 54 seconds to go in the game. The Wildcats will go home with some points on the board. How long on that run?
15.
15 on the run. We'll have Cardinal baseball after this broadcast tonight. We'll join the Redbird game at Los Angeles in progress. It began a few minutes ago. Now, we're not going to hurry to get off the air. But when we're done, we'll let Jack Buck and crew have it. There's the snap, ball down. The kick is good. Delivered by Scott Ahrens, and we've got 54 seconds to go. 35-7 is the score. Mount Carmel leads. We're back in a moment. Yeah.
Shop's drive-up window. When you don't feel like getting out of your car, simply call ahead, and the Apothecary Shop's friendly and helpful staff will have your order ready. The Apothecary Shop is the only pharmacy in Mount Carmel that offers this convenient service. The Apothecary Shop also offers friendly professional consultation on any side effects of medication your doctor may prescribe. In addition, they can help with any over-the-counter medications or remedies you might need. The Apothecary Shop, East 9th Street, Mount Carmel.
Yeah, really, that'd be my luck. What do I do if that does that?
Well, try to just turn it down and go to my headset, I guess.
Okay, and that'll just go out?
Yeah, just turn down the one that's active.
And will the Marty run through that or not?
Yeah, right here.
So the Marty is separate from that?
Yeah, this is this spot. And you can always just go to that one if you need to.
Okay. Marty is out there on 4, and you're on 3.
Thank you. Kickoff return for the Aces across the 30 to the 32-yard line. And I wonder who had the return. Well, we'll get some names in here for the Aces. Let's see here. On offense, we're bringing out Tyler Haycraft,
Lee Anderson, Adam Akery, Jeremy Grimes, Big Ol' Horton, Ryan Morris. Number 24 comes running in there, Trevor Reeves. And Judd Butler at QB is Clint Darty.
48 seconds left in the game. Aces 35 and Mount Vernon 7. Mount Vernon hustling a player on. Not enough men on the field. Now they've got him ready. Doherty under center calls the signals. Hands off, and the ball carrier not much there. Give him nothing on the play. And on the carry for the Aces, Butler. I'll give him one. 2nd and 9. And we're down to 32 seconds to go. This will be the last play of the game coming up here. And the Aces will improve to 2-0, and they'll head to Bethalto next week to face Civic Memorial.
And I won't go next week. Are you going to have Mark Richardson filling in?
It looks like it. Maybe we may get Tim Buss in there as well. But Mark Richardson looks like he'll be able to make the trip. Now there's a ball carrier stood up, and that'll be the last play of the game. And on the return, Morris on the run that time. The Aces 2-0. They've beaten Mount. The final score is 35-7. Aces win. We'll be back and talk to winning coach Darren Beach right after this. Your company in Mount Carmel is slashing prices to rock bottom during their store-wide clearance sale. Now's the time to find the...
Like we did right there, so we kind of got to fix that.
Well, Seth Rainey, a couple good runs early, and that was it for him the whole night.
Yeah, I mean, the very first play of the game, second play of the game, he came close to breaking that one. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, he's just a heartbeat away from breaking one. But defense played hard all night long, and we didn't get hurt on the cutbacks like I thought we might.
Well, you were able to mix it up a little bit. You did throw the ball a little bit more, got another touchdown. Wayne Hamill's grateful for the crossing pattern.
Yeah, we didn't throw. I wanted to throw that pass last week, but I never did. That's a new play that we have this year, so we look forward to using that some more this year.
Well, what's the story? The Jacob Summers touchdown series, huh?
Well, yeah, he ran the ball so doggone hard on that first play over there. I think 11 guys and probably 4 or 5 other guys off their bench tried to tackle him over there, and he wouldn't go down, so we were just going to reward him all the way down the field.
Well, here you are again. You just about threw a shutout. You almost made it a whole game and a half, but you dominated last week in the second half. You come right out and showed again. Plus, you had your personnel more where you wanted them this time, and it really seemed to show. Yeah, we did. We're pretty healthy and got everybody where we need them. And tonight we expect our defense to play that way. We let down a little bit in that Soap Bowl game, and first quarter against Harrisburg wasn't real great, but tonight we showed what we were made of. Well, Coach, here we go. Another new team on the docket next week, Bethalto, and I guess you can start getting ready for them now, huh? Yeah, I got to get ready for Bethalto next week. They won their first game, and like I said, I don't know a whole lot about them. So congratulations on the win. Thank you very much. That's Aces coach Darren Beaches. Furniture Company in Mount Carmel is slashing prices to rock bottom during their store-wide clearance sale. Now's the time to find the best deals on the best furniture. Robert Walter Furniture Company is closing out all dining room and living room suites, and that means big savings for you. Plus, Robert Walter Furniture has special prices on all bedding during this big sale. If you're looking for quality name brand furniture and bedding at discount prices, look no further than Robert Walter Furniture Company, 528 Market Street, Mount Carmel, serving the Wabash County area since 1868.